Hello everyone, welcome back to World on a String by Dara. My name is Dara, and holy cow, there are a lot of new people here. The last Flosstube I did was 2 months ago, and it has been an insane few months with Jingle Ball and Christmas and everything. So I just want to say welcome to all the new people who have subscribed to my channel. I'm so happy you're here, and I cannot wait to share all of my cross-stitchy goodness with you. And to all of the returning subscribers, thank you for returning. And like I said, my name is Dara. You can find me on Instagram at World on a String by Dara. And let's get into the stitchy goodness. So first things first, it has been a heck of a week. It's December 27th, so 2 days after Christmas. I got the stomach flu over Christmas, and it was so sad. So I have been in recovery mode for the past few days. I was hoping to film before Christmas, but I was just feeling really tired, not super up to it. You know how the holidays can be. And so here I am now. I am feeling lots better. I'm glad to be here. And first up, I want to go through some stitchy goodness that I got, which I am so surprised and thankful for. So my friend Rachel, I believe she's stitching at the museum here, sent me a super cute little cross-stitch pillow. Thank you so much, Rachel. This is the cutest freaking pillow. I love it so much. It sits on my desk. I have a special place for it, so I see it every time that I sit down to work and design patterns and stuff. It's a bunch of little stamps with bee things on it. So there's a bunch of stamps. There's one with a bee, there's one with a little beehive, one with a jar of honey, and one with a honeycomb. And then she made her sewing is beautiful, you guys. I can't even believe it. And she put a cute little felt flower on the back. So thank you so much, Rachel. She sent this with a few other goodies, with this cute little bobbin holder, which I don't bobbinate, but I do floss drop, and I think the floss drops that I 3D print will fit perfectly right in here. So I will be using this in the future. So this is super cute. And she also sent me a really sweet card, and then some local honey from a beekeeper there, and it's delicious. I've been using it in my tea, and yeah, so thank you so much, Rachel. That was so sweet. It totally made my month. Yeah, I love it. And then the second stitchy kindness that I got was from my dear friend Christine. She watches both my mom and I's Flosstube. And so she sent me a sweet little Christmas present of 28 count rose even weave. I don't know the brand, but it is a beautiful dyed fabric. I can't wait to use this. I'm going to save it for something special because I love the pink color. It's super, super pretty. So shout out to those two ladies. Thank you so much for the stitchy kindness. You guys are so sweet. Okay, so I have a lot of finishes. So if you've watched my previous Flosstubes, you know that I made some cross-stitch ornaments for the family members on my husband's side of the family this year for Christmas. And because it's after Christmas, I can't show them to you. I have pictures of them though, so I will put pictures of them here. I had the 3 chickens from Sprouting Lupine. 3 Christmas chickens for my mother-in-law and 2 out of the 4 of my sister-in-laws. And then, so that's these, and they turned out so, so good. I FFO'd them in metallic hoops and gave the chickens a little pom-pom for their hat and put a little beaded string for the top of the ornament. And I'm very, very happy with how those came out. They turned out so cute, and my mother-in-law and the two sister-in-laws that got them, they loved them as well. So they immediately hung them up, and I was pretty happy about that. So then for my third sister-in-law, I did this super cute little mouse and a candle ornament from just Crossstitch. The most recent, it was the most recent Christmas issue for this year. So the Christmas ornament issue specifically. So that was from there. I don't quite remember the name of the pattern and the designer, so I'll make sure to put that at the bottom here. But that turned out as well, and it actually was super perfect because she had just sewn a stocking for her newest baby girl that arrived this summer, and she had put a little mouse and candles on her stocking for the baby. So it was like super perfect that the little ornament was a mouse and a candle. So she really loved it as well. And then for the final sister-in-law, my husband has 4 sisters, so there's a lot of girls. So for the last sister-in-law, she loves very ornate things. So I did a fully beaded ornament kit from Milka, which was super, super fun. I did not think I would enjoy a fully beaded kit as much as I did, but I loved it, and I would totally do another one of these. So I did that one. I also forgot what this one was called, but it's gorgeous, and she loved it. I'll put a picture of her here as well. She just sat around and played with it like the entire afternoon, and it was very gratifying. So I had a lot of fun making those for her this year for Christmas. So finishes. So this is like 2 months of finishes, and I've kind of gone crazy. So I believe last you saw me was sometime in late October, early November. So we have a fall finish, which is kind of crazy. So I sucked it up and finished this bad boy. This is, this is Lovely Autumn Sampler by Cute Patterns by Maria. I have finished the Christmas sampler in this series, and I hope to do the summer and spring ones as well. And if you followed me from the beginning of my Flosstube, this was one of the first many patterns that I started, and this was one of the first few patterns that I tried linen on, and I despised this type of linen. It's very loose, very slubby, and you can see through it very well. It's a pretty color, but man, I would never ever choose to work on this again. But I do love how it turned out. I just quickly finished it as fast as I could, and now I have it for next year. So that is a fun finish. I will have to get that framed sometime soon. And yeah, I love it. I'm very happy with how it turned out. It's very cute. The next finish I have is a finish that it was almost a start and finish. So I really don't remember. I did work on hold up. So I went to Jingle Ball in the first week of December, where I met a significant amount of you new people. You know who you are. And I had a Jingle Ball finish, which I will show in a second. I do all of my finishes and then FFOs. So these are all, so this is one of the second things that I almost finished at Jingle Ball, but finished like the day right after it. So this is the French Hen Ornament from Satsuma Street. I have finished the first 2 in the series, and this is the third one, and it's sparkly, and it turned out very, very good, so I'm really, really happy with it. I just need to chop it up and back it really quick, and then hang it on my tree before we put it away for the year. But this one's done, so I can finally start on the one that came out this year, which is For Calling Birds. So that'll be fun. was so close to finishing this, and it was like super late on the last day of Jingle Ball, and I had work the next morning, so I sadly could not have 2 Jingle Ball finishes, but I was really close. So either way, it was very fun. I will talk more about the events of Jingle Ball later in the episode, so I'll stick to the Stitchy stuff up front, but very happy that this is done. The other FFO that I just finished like a few days ago, I've been cruising, you guys, is this adorable pattern called Year of the Dragon by Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery. And I don't believe in zodiac or anything of that sort, but both my there's an anime that I've watched, which I've talked about previously, that is all about the Chinese zodiac, and all the characters are personified and whatever, and it's a very fun anime. And so I know an inordinate amount about the Chinese zodiac, and so I saw this and was like, oh my gosh, this is adorable, for one. Second of all, my husband and I are both Year of the Dragons, and so I thought with 2024 coming up as the Year of the Dragon, it would be a fun way to just commemorate the year and us, and it's also a really cute pattern. So it's a cute little dragon. For this one, I did it on, I believe it's just a 14 count sparkly Ada that I had on hand. I used almost all the called fors. So when I started it, I used the DMC called for the DMC, and then I used the Weeks Dye Works. Is it Weeks Dye Works? I don't remember. The red is, I used whatever called for is for the red. And then for the yellow, I believe it called for a Classic Color Works, but it arrived and I tried stitching with it and it was just too light. It was like more of a curry color. I believe it's actually called curry, but it was just too light yellow. It was like a sunshine yellow instead of a golden yellow like the pattern cover looked like. So I ended up digging through my Cosmo stash, and I believe I used Cosmo 703 or 704 for this, and I think it just turned out so much better. So very happy with this. This was a really quick thing. I finished it in like 2 weeks. It was really small, really fast, very cute, and now I have a cute dragon to hang up in my house. So that is another fun finish. Okay, and then the Jingle Ball finish that I had, which is very exciting, is called 7 Swans to Rule Them All, and it is by Screaming Heart X Stitch on Etsy, and it looks like this. Let's see, try not to get the glare too bad. So if you are a Lord of the Rings fan, you will recognize this quote immediately. It is a smash up of a quote from Lord of the Rings and the 12 Days of Christmas, and it says 7 swans to rule them all, 6 geese to find them, 5 rings to bring them all, and in the pear tree bind them. And I saw this pattern and it was so nerdy and I had to stitch it right away. So this is using the called for fabric, and it's just a white floss, and it was super easy and fast. During Jingle Ball, it was a really good mindless stitch that I could do while I was chatting with people. I did a lot less chatting and a lot more crying from laughing so hard, so it was a good stitch to it was easy to keep track of and not mess up. So I was happy about that. And yeah, I've had it on my wall next to my Christmas tree, and I love it so much. So this is my commemorative Jingle Ball finish for this year. And also, I'm kind of funny. So I met this amazing girl named Milka at Jingle Ball. Her Flosstube is Mega Stitches. I will tag her down below. But I was watching one of her recent Flosstubes, and she doesn't like committing to framing all of her whips, so she will just pin them in the back, and I was like, that's genius, because I don't like doing that either. So I did that for this one. Because who knows? And I'm also slightly lazy. So there is that FFO for the year. Okay. And then this was a finish that I've had, I believe, a few episodes ago, or maybe it was last episode. But I had 2 of my pieces fully finished at Acorns and Threads, which is my local needlework shop. I'm so blessed to have that be my local needlework shop because they are amazing. Janine is amazing. I will sing her praises all day. And so I got this finished at Acorns and Threads, and it turned out glorious. This is a piece from one of my very favorite book series, the Stormlight Archive by Brandon Sanderson. This is one of the main quotes of the series. And it has the series symbol up here, and I got this gorgeous brown frame. You can't quite, or I'm not sure if you can see it in the video, but it's got this beautiful roughed up look to it, which is very appropriate, I feel like. And I'm very happy with how this turns out. It's my husband and I's favorite series right now. We listen to it together on audiobook while we're working and stuff, and I just love it. So this hangs in our office, and it makes me very happy. And then I've got 2 more. I got one of my pieces back from my test stitchers, and I have released this pattern already. If you're new here, I design some of my own patterns and sell them on my website, which is in the description below. And this is one of the newest patterns that I designed for Christmas. It is called FrostyWhirl, and it is an adorable little piece of gingerbread men and their frosty friends on a cute little candy cane Ferris wheel. So I just got this back from my test stitcher. I still need to take some more photos of it, but it turned out so cute on the pink fabric and everything. It's looking a little more peachy in the video, I think, but it turned out so cute. And I'm very, very happy with it. So thank you, Renee, for test stitching this for me. I really appreciate you. And finally, this is my Magnum Opus of the year, guys, and I am so excited. I've had this for a while, since like early November, but every time I look at it, I just... So, if you didn't know, I hosted a stitch-along last year, a mystery stitch-along of one of my patterns, and I finally got it FFO'd after it finished at Acorns and Threads, and here it is. So here it is in all its glory. It is called the Ice and Fire Stitch Along, or the Ice and Fire Sampler now, if you look on my website. And oh, you guys, it's stunning. I just can't even. I got this gorgeous rustic gold frame for it, and oh my gosh, it's amazing. Yeah, okay, so it just pulls all the colors in so well and frames it beautifully, and Acorns and Threads did an amazing job framing it. Thank you so much. I love it so much. I have it hanging up in my office so I can see it every single day, and it makes me very happy. So, yay, I'm so happy I can finally share the final look and version with you guys, because I haven't been able to show it to you. I've been able to show like the progress of the stitch along, but I haven't been able to show the final one because I've been so busy. But there you go. That is my final finish of 2023. Yay! This is a very finish heavy episode. I only have 2 starts and 1 whip to show off, and then tons of Stitchy stories and haul, because I had a lot of really fun get-togethers these past 2 months that I'm going to talk about. So let me show you my starts, and then we'll get into all the stories. So I am a huge fan of the Hunger Games series, and Forbidden Fiber Company has some gorgeous hand-dyed flosses that, ooh, yes, okay, gorgeous hand-dyed flosses that are themed off of the Hunger Games series. And so they also have a pattern that goes with them. So I got the pattern, which looks like this. And these are the gorgeous flosses that you use to stitch it. I have not thread drops? Floss drops. I have not floss dropped them yet, but they are gorgeous and fun to oogle at. So I started this pattern just briefly when I got it, and you'll know why I haven't made very much progress in a second, but I'm doing it 2/1 on a 28 count linen, and it is a gorgeous sparkly gold linen, which you can kind of see in the video there. Oh, isn't that beautiful? I got this fabric at Threadneedle Street, and you'll know why I visited Threadneedle Street in Issaquah, Washington in a few minutes. But it's a gorgeous fabric and a very big pattern with lots of fill. So I figured doing it small would not be too bad. And I actually am enjoying it. I like it a lot. It's a really easy one to do when I just don't need a brain and I just want to fill a bunch of stuff. So I've been working on that one a bit. And that is one of my starts. The pattern itself is called Hope is Greater Than Fear, which is a quote from the Hunger Games. So my other start is Snow Angel by Satsuma Street. I am on a huge ornament kick lately. Like, I just love ornaments. They're so easy and fast to do, and right now I need the dopamine. So this has been super, super fun to just cruise through my stash of her ornaments. I started this one right before Christmas and worked on it a bit through Christmas. And here she is. I worked on her a lot when I actually started her on the 23rd, because we went over to my husband's family's house, and him and a bunch of his brother-in-laws and his sister and I all did around like a Christmas D&D, Dungeons and Dragons. And so while we were playing, I stitched this, which was very, very fun, because sometimes it can get slow during combat or whatever when you're waiting for everyone to take their turns. So I find it fun to bring a cross stitch with me, and I did, and it was very, very fun. So there is my little snow angel. My character for the D&D OneShot, his name was Ripped Santa, because he was a barbarian. So he's the buff tank who liked to beat up all the enemies, whereas everyone was like a healer or a ranger who they were more of like a sniper kind of person. So I was the big tank, and I had a buff Santa. That was my character. We all made holiday themed characters, which was really fun. So like one of my brother-in-laws was like a Christmas gnome elf. One of them was, and I believe the gnome's name was Shmebulok, and he was like a little tinker because he made like toys and stuff. And then I was Ripped Santa. And then one of my other brother-in-laws his name was Declan Halls, and he was a buff wood elf, archer, ranger, so he had the bow and arrow and everything. And then one of them was just a dragon, because, of course. And then my husband played as well, and he was an alive Christmas tree. So he was a literal tree who had come to life, which I thought was hilarious. So we had a very fun Christmas D&D one-shot. It was very festive. So my last whip that I worked on primarily during Christmas Day, because believe it or not, like I said in the beginning, I caught the stomach flu Christmas Eve night. And so what we usually do for Christmas is we do Christmas Eve with my family and then Christmas Day with my husband's family. And so we had spent the whole day at my parents' house. We did all the presents. We were sitting at dinner, and all of a sudden I'm like, oh boy, I cannot eat any more food. And of course, I kept getting sicker and sicker throughout the evening. I was up all night just puking my guts out. It was the worst. And so I was like so sad to miss Christmas, the actual Christmas Day at my husband's family. I'm like, oh no, I'm gonna miss it. Christmas is my favorite holiday of the year, so this was like super crushing to me. But they had the stomach flu earlier in the week on like Monday, so my husband's family had. So they're like, we've already caught it, it's fine, you should just come over. So I had stopped throwing up, Christmas morning. And so we tootled on over there, and I just like laid there and opened presents and was exhausted the whole time, but I still got to experience Christmas, and it was great. So I did a lot of sleeping and a lot of stitching. And so I worked on this pattern, which was Guardian of the Wayfarers. I don't know how to say their name, but this is a beautiful picture or beautiful pattern, and you can find it just by searching Guardian of the Wayfarers on Etsy. So it's gorgeous. It's a full coverage, so it's a lot, and I am almost a third of the way through it. So last time I showed this, I believe I had just barely started the third page of it, and I cruised, you guys. I did like all of this right here. It was almost 1,000 stitches, and it's like really coming together, and I'm so excited. It was great to move like out of the blues a little bit, because there's a lot of blue, and into some more colors to make it look like trees. So this is the trees at the top of the pattern right here. So I'm almost to the very edge, and I'll have the top third of the circle done, which is super, super exciting. So this is a really fun stitch because there's big blocks of color, so it's not like a confetti full coverage, because I hate those. Those make me angry inside. So I really like making progress on this one. Alright, so it's story time now. Stitchy story time. And so a bunch of designers in the Pacific Northwest, we all decided to have a get-together before the holidays. And this was back in early November, because it's been a hot minute since I've done a Flosstube. But I was able to meet some of my designer friends, and it was the most amazing weekend. So I tootled on up with my husband to Seattle, and I met my friends. So here's a picture of us in Threadneedle Street. I met Amanda from Cobweb and Rose. I met Andrea from Flossy Fox Shop, and Nick from Snailfish Stitches. And we had the most amazing time. Like, my stitchy heart was so full. They're so fun, they're very fun people to hang out with. So we spent the whole day. My husband and I drove up on Friday. We had an Airbnb through Sunday, and we spent the day together on Saturday. So we went to Threadneedle Street in the morning. And that was the first other LNS that I've been to other than my own. So it was cool to kind of go see the other one. It's small, a lot smaller than Acorns and Threads, but they have so much stuff packed into there. Like, I was blown away. There was a lot of stuff. And of course, I spent way too much money, but hello, it's an LNS. So, I have since put it all away since I went in early November. But here's a picture of all of my haul. I got some Mill Hill kits. I got some fun hand-dyed or over-dyed thread. I got some fabric and quite a lot of beads and charms that I have been having fun designing with for some patterns coming out in the new year. So that was super fun. We also went to a cute little bakery. We went and walked around Gilman's Village, which is a cute little shopping center where a bunch of houses have been converted into like stores. So there was some really cool yarn stores, like trinket stores, plant stores. There was an absolutely incredible Christmas decor store that we stopped in. And then at the very end, we went to an amazing little tea room that was the best. And they had like instrumental Studio Ghibli music playing in the background, so it was super relaxing. They had delicious baked goodies. And they made you, like, you could go and order fancy tea at the counter, and it was incredible. Like, I would totally go back there again. I love tea. Tea's my favorite. So yeah, that was super fun. Just kind of like the weekend of my life. I had the best time. The Airbnb we went to was super cute, the one my husband and I stayed at. And yeah, I just had a blast, and it was amazing meeting everyone. Other haul that I got was the Hope is Greater Than Fear pattern from Forbidden Fiber Company. At the same time, I ordered the mystery cross-stitch kit from them, which is based off of the new Hunger Games movie, which I am a massive fan of, the Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. And so this is their kit based off of the new movie, and it's amazing. So it comes with a hand-dyed project bag and a fully kitted up project inside. So here is the project bag with a quote from the movie, and the book. I read the book first, I promise, and I loved the book, and I loved the movie. And so it came with all of their hand-dyed floss for the pattern, which is Covey. It's Covey, District 13, the Academy, Game Maker, and Mockingjay. And it came with the fabric, which is an 1/8 yard of the Primrose hand-dyed fabric. I got it in a 16 count Aida. It came with a little Mockingjay needle minder, which is super cute. Love that. And then, of course, the pattern, which says, "The show's not over till the Mockingjay sings." And then it's got the Mockingjay and the snake on it. That's really cool, and I love it, and I can't wait to stitch it. So that is a super fun kit. I don't often have the money to buy big kits like this, so this was a real treat for me to be able to get. I also I got some Satsuma Street kits for my mom for Christmas, and since I bought them around Black Friday, of course I had to pick 2 of them up for myself. So I got the Snow Buddy and the Santa Cruiser. And I also got the Snow Angel one that I showed off earlier, which is super fun. I'm hoping to have all of these done by next year for Christmas, so I can hang them all up on my tree. I also got a lot of needle minders. You can see them all in the background on my board here. I'm going to put a picture up here of all of them up close, because it will be a lot easier than showing them to you one at a time. But they're super fun. So I got some from Mad for Minders for Black Friday. I got an amazing advent calendar, like a needleminder advent calendar from Brownie's Chair on Etsy. And I ordered it a bit late in December, so it didn't come until a few days before Christmas, but that was fine because I got to open like 5 of them at a time, and it was great. So she specializes, or I guess you can pick between like plastic needle minders, like the really flat ones, resin, or clay. And so I did the clay needle minders, and I would definitely recommend getting an advent calendar from her for next year because it was well worth the money. I also got a super fun mini Christmas haul. My parents spoiled me this year and got me some super cute needle minders. They got me, I got the flying pig from my parents, and I got the hot chocolate. And then from my brother, he got me the golden stork needle minder, golden stork sticker, scissors, and the narwhal, which was super cute. They also got me a neck light for stitching, which I have been dying for. I don't think you guys realize I've been killing my eyes working on black and navy fabric, and this is going to be a lifesaver for in those places with terrible lighting. So very, very happy about this. My mom got me the honeybee Quaker pattern. It's a kit from some box subscription. I'm not aware of it. Whew. From Primrose Cottage Stitches. Yeah, and it's super cute. It's a little honeybee Quaker pillow thing, and it comes with the whole kit. So it comes with the pattern, it comes with all of the floss, it comes with the finishing kit to make it into the little pillow, and then it also came with a bunch of bee stickers, which is adorable. If you don't know, I love bees. I think I say this every single episode. So it comes with a bunch of bee stickers, and it's like not just bee stickers, but bee and stitching stickers. So it's like this one says, "I would rather be stitching." Pretty great. And then it also came with a really cute little bee mug, which is in my kitchen. I'm too lazy to go get it, but it's very cute. Okay, that's a lot of haul. We made it through the haul, you guys. Thank you for staying with me. So I just wanted to talk about Jingle Ball a little bit and give my lovely new friends some shout outs. So I met so many amazing people at the Jingle Ball, too many to count, honestly. But I had an amazing time. So the ladies that I met were Tracy from OG Stitchery, Milka from Mega Stitches. I talked about her earlier. We've had some phone calls and just chatted with each other, and she's lovely, so definitely go check her out. Tracy, the one I mentioned before from OG Stitchery, just got back onto Flosstube and posted a whip parade. That's super fun. I also met the Garden Goose Stitcher. I'm so sorry, I forgot her name. But I met her, and I met the Sassy Southern Stitchers, and I also met Missy from Two Needles Pulling Thread. And we all had a lovely time at the ball. We just had a blast. There were some people who stayed up with my mom and I until like, oh my gosh, it was like 3 a.m. my mom and I's time, and I think that it was like 5 or 6 a.m. their time, and we were just laughing till we were crying, and it was just a joyous time. My heart was so full, and I made so many new friends, and I'm so happy that I went. So if you did not go to the Jingle Ball this year, you have to go next year because it was a total blast. That was super fun. And I also had a Christmas baking party with my sister-in-law and best friend, which was super fun. And also, the Outer Space Stitchy Goodness scene just launched. So I'm an admin behind Stitchy Goodness scene. We curate a bunch of patterns from different designers around a specific theme and release a zine 3 times a year. And so this is our final zine of 2023. It's the theme is outer space. We really feel like everyone puts out so much Christmas stuff right now, so we really wanted to stick to not Christmas and create some variety in the market. So there is a really fun outer space zine for you to go check out. Yeah. And I think you guys are all caught up with my Stitchy life. That's pretty crazy. Yeah, it's been a lot the past 2 months. So I'm officially on break from work through the New Year's, which is super exciting. It's nice to have a bunch of time to rest and just recuperate before the new year, especially because I am starting school in January again. So I will be going to work full-time and going to school part-time, and that's going to be a lot. So I don't know how frequent my Flosstube releases will be, because my time to cross-stitch is going to significantly decrease, and of course my free time to film will be as well. So we will see how this goes. But I do have certain scheduled breaks that we'll see if I'll be able to make work. But I had a lovely Christmas season. Despite getting sick, I was able to still enjoy spending time with family and friends and do fun stitchy stuff and meet amazing people like you guys. And I'm so thankful for all of my amazing stitchy friends this year. You guys have seriously changed my life. And I'm so thankful for all of you. So if you want to get in touch with me or just, chat or say hi, my email's in the description below. You're always welcome to message me on Instagram. I love making new stitchy friends. So thank you so much for watching this Flosstube. I'm so glad you're here. I'm so glad you spent your time with me. And I really hope that you all had a very Merry Christmas and that you have a wonderful New Year. Thanks for watching, and have a wonderful evening or morning or wherever you are. Bye. Why does the fan have to turn on? Wow, that's really bad. The audio just went horrible.
Yeah, have you had them now?
Blah, 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 blah.